gamers, welcome back to Creative Gamers. Today we've got some exciting news. The final update for Eden V3 Switch emulator is here. After a long series of release candidates, the developers have officially released Eden 0.0.3 stable. This is huge because it's no longer in beta or RC. It's the finalized stable build. No new features will be added, but critical bug fixes or regressions may still get small patches. If you've been holding off for a stable version, now's the perfect time to update. Now, on the paperwork of GitHub, let's talk about what's new in this update. Eden 0.0.3 focuses on stability and performance. It improves overall speed, fixes several game issues, and brings better Vulkan rendering. The user interface also got some small tweaks. There are firmware and compatibility updates, platform and OS improvements, and even some build system fixes under the hood. Basically, it's faster, more stable, and supports more games than ever before. When you download Eden, you'll see three versions. The first is Eden Standard, a single APK for all supported Android devices and the one I'm testing today. Then there's Eden Legacy for older or weaker devices, and Eden Optimized with tweaks for specific phones. Before you can get started, there are a few files you need. You'll need the Eden APK itself, a firmware file, your prod.keys file, and of course your own legally dumped NSP or XCI game files. Once you have those ready, setup is pretty straightforward. Now open your emulator and start the setup. The first step is to enable notifications so you don't miss any prompts. After that, install your product keys. These are required for your games to boot. Next, install the firmware file, which is just as important because it lets the emulator read and run your Switch games properly. Once that's done, set up your game directories. Eden supports both NSP and XCI formats, so you're good to go. After completing these steps, you'll land on the home screen where all your saved games will appear, ready to launch. Next comes the most important part, adjusting the settings for smooth performance. Head into Advanced Settings, then into System Settings. Here, set the limit speed to 200%, which helps unlock the full performance of the emulator. A new feature has been added here called NCA verification. Make sure to disable it. In the network section, generate a web token. This creates a random number, just save it, and then type in your username of choice and save that too. These steps are small but necessary for proper configuration. Now move into graphics settings. Set the accuracy level to normal, which balances performance and compatibility. For resolution, I recommend balanced at 0.75x. If you're on a low-end device, you can drop this to 0.5x for smoother gameplay. If you're using an Adreno GPU, you can turn on force maximum clocks to squeeze out more performance, enable asynchronous shaders to reduce stuttering during gameplay, set VSync mode to immediate for lower input lag, and adjust the aspect ratio to stretch to window so games fill the screen properly. In device overlay settings, you can turn overlays off since they aren't really necessary. Then move down to Eden's Veil settings, which are a bit more advanced. Here, set extended dynamic state to 1 or 2 depending on how powerful your device is, and set VRAM usage mode to aggressive. There are more options in here, but most of the defaults are good, and in future updates, I'll share the best combinations for performance. Eden also supports custom GPU drivers, which is great for Snapdragon users. To set this up, go back to the main settings and under GPU driver click Fetch. You'll see a recommended driver list with options like Mr. Purple Turnip, Game Hub Adreno, or Kimchi Turnip. For me, the emulator recommended Mr. Purple Turnip T22, so I downloaded and applied that driver, and it worked perfectly. As for multiplayer, there's nothing new in this update, but the developers say it works fine. I'll be making a separate video showing exactly how to set it up, so stay tuned for that. Now let's test some games. First up is the brand new release Hollow Knight Silksong, and it runs beautifully on Eden. Since it's a 2D game, performance is excellent. I'm getting stable 60 frames per second when locking the frame rate, and without a lock, it even goes above 100 frames. Next, I tried Stray, the Switch version of the cat adventure game. Here, the emulator held a steady 30 frames per second with no stutters or fluctuations. It felt smooth and consistent, though I think the Switch version itself is capped at 30 FPS because it feels like the game could easily run higher. So there you have it, Eden V3's final update, version 0.0.3 stable. It's faster, more reliable, and more compatible than before, and now is the best time to set it up if you haven't already. Remember, this is the last major update in the V3 branch, so what you're getting here is the finalized stable experience. Future updates will only be small bug fix releases. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, drop your questions in the comments, and subscribe for more emulator guides and gameplay tests. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.